Hello everyone, Carlton here, and today I'm going to be giving you a tour of the GTS Encore. This is the second of the Cadence class cruise ships, and if you saw my Cadence video, you'll recognize the similarity to that, and if you saw the GTS Onyx video that I showed last, you'll also recognize some features, as this ship is sort of a redesign of the Cadence using the Onyx class, or the Sky class theming that I implemented on that ship. The big change you can see on the outside is it now has black trim with black stained glass, as opposed to the older ships. They had the cyan trim with just the plain glass, as when I started building ships they hadn't added stained glass into Minecraft yet. Also, you can see on this ship the balconies are all blended together into one solid black panel as opposed to independent strips of balconies. And the promenade area is now all blacked out as well to give the ship distinctive sections of color, and also the stripe of cyan that used to be on the third deck windows, that's now gone. It's all white to kind of change the appearance of the ship. And it's not just a new paint job. The ship does have quite a lot of different features, which I'll go ahead and show you now. There have been quite a lot of changes to the ship. So I'll go ahead and start up front. There's now a helipad on this ship. On the Cadence it was just plain wood decking out front, but I've added the helipad that I added on the Onyx. I'll go ahead and start up top on the pool deck. Now you can see on the funnels I've now added the logo onto the funnel. Since this ship is slab side and there's no hump, I didn't want to add it into the balcony section. I went ahead and added it onto the funnel, because this ship has larger funnels than the Onyx, so you get a nice logo. Also, here on the rear deck, I've added a basketball court, a full basketball court, in between the two funnels where it used to be just grass. And there's glass walls on either side, so you can still see the surroundings of the ship, but you don't have to worry about the balls going overboard. Now around the back, still have the bar and the seating around the back, but I've actually changed it. The upper deck used to come all the way out to here, but I've actually brought it in and created a larger lower deck here, so that way you can have parties at night out on this lower deck. You can have the dance parties at night like on the panorama lounge that the Onyx has down lower. Continuing forward to the pool area, see the pools are pretty similar, but above the hot tubs there's now this bridge that runs across to both sides of the upper sunbathing deck. You've got these little curtains hanging down on the side of the hot tubs. Before the hot tubs just had roofs over them, it was all open. So now this bridge, so you can cross over between each side of the ship. I'll go ahead and head towards the back. Now before, this used to be where the inside section started, but I actually brought it back. On this side there's a little covered outside lounging area, and on the other side there's a new quick cafe, so if you want a quick bite while you're spending the day up at the pool, you can come by here. Now it looks like we need to do some landscaping in here, but come by for a quick bite, sit down. Got an open area so you can have a little bit of breeze, but you're not completely outside. You get a little bit of cover from the sun. You come inside, you'll notice something that has changed quite a lot. If you remember, the Cadence was before I implemented elevators, but On the Encore here, I've actually gone and redesigned both centrums to now incorporate elevators. So see, there's 3 glass elevators on either side. I'll go ahead and show you the forward centrum later, as that's had this implemented as well. And the staircase has now been moved to the back. Did create a couple of issues to fit the staircase. So before the 2 staircases, get rid of the thunder real quick. The staircases were the same width as the elevators. So now that those are in the space of the stairs, I had to add stairs back here. So you can see in some of the places where I had to change some stuff, but we'll head to the back. If you remember on the Cadence, we're on the 11th deck, I believe, right now. So we believe pool deck's 10, so we're on 11. So if you head back, if you remember, this is where the kids area used to be. I've now changed it. Where the restaurants used to be on front, I've actually moved them to the back. So you now have the lounge that was up front is right here on the aft section of the ship now. And just as before, you go past the lounge and you get into the specialty restaurants. You've got this one, which is an all-new design. This one wasn't on the Cadence. Quite like it. I used the new orange woods and the new granite that they added. I quite like the effect of this. And the other 2 are similar to what they were similar to what was on the Cadence. We've got this one here. You can see since they're on the back now, you actually have them overlooking the back of the ship. You get a lot better view than when they were up front. On the other side, got this one. Quite like the way I was able to do the exposed beam and wood ceiling on this now. So I do think it's actually improved from the Cadence. Again, you've got the nice views around the back and the side of the ship. And we'll head back out and I'll show you the front where these restaurants used to be, where the kids area has now been added. Fly on out, cross past the pool deck real quick, and now there's actually a door on this side as well. Before you could only get in on the other side because it was the lounge. Now there's doors on either side, and before you could only get into the lounge. Now you come in and you're in the centrum, the forward centrum. You can see here it's now got 2 glass elevators and the stairs are in the middle, because this I would have had to take out too much to actually put the staircase in. So I just added the staircase in the middle. So you get a pretty cool effect here coming down the stairs, and you can come out and look into the centrum. Also, you got the new ceiling here. And there's now windows actually out into the solarium, which I'll give you a better view of when I go to tour the solarium. Now, on this side, we have, like on the Cadence, or not the Cadence, the Onyx, these blocks are for the photo gallery up here. And you come forward, you have the teen area here, teen dance club, just like on both ships, actually, the Cadence and the Onyx. And then on the other side we have the kids area. This staircase here goes up to the top sunbathing deck. Before it was in the old staircases, but since I got rid of the old staircases for the elevators, I had to go add that stair in separately so you could still access the upper deck. And then over here is the kids area. Some of the new effects used in here as well. I'll head down a deck and I'm going to show the solarium. I'm not going to show the spa. The spa and the fitness center are the same as they are on the Cadence. So if you want to see those, go ahead and check out that video. In the solarium, you'll see I added darker wood. Go ahead and make it day so you can see it. I added the dark wood to the floor now. Still the same layout here, upper in the pool. I changed the bar here. The bar used to be just small and recessed into there. I've brought that out so you get a nice large bar now. And again, you can see the glass into the centrum. Then over here, we were waiting for the elevator, you can look out into the solarium. And also on the sides, if you notice the humps earlier, I've added these hot tubs on overlooking the side, and they come out here, so you can look completely around, forward, behind, and to the side of the ship as you relax in the hot tub. In addition to the smaller ones next to the pool that were on the Cadence. Go ahead and I think I'll go ahead and head to the aft centrum and head down. Don't really need to show the buffet because that's the same as on the Cadence, just slightly recolored. And as we head down into these decks, you'll notice, like on the Onyx, we now have the red carpeting with the beige walls, whereas on all the older ships was brown carpet with white walls. Now you can see here is where the little lounges used to be on the Cadence. They're now more open. You have balconies. Here's the cruise booking room, and we've got some maps of the ships. And then I like how this came out. This is the library here. You've got a nice window looking over, but it's sealed so that way it's not too noisy in the library. And you've got the concierge lounge, again with the balcony now where it used to just be a wall. We'll head down, and if you notice, there's now this new stone flooring in the promenade, like on the Onyx. When you come in, the promenade's still the same basic design as it is on the Cadence. We've now got this new floor in here. So it changes the look up a little bit. I've added some plants around to kind of freshen it up. It's still the same basic design, so if you check out that ship, you can go ahead and look at that. I'll go ahead and show here the forward centrum. You can see here, I really like how this came out. You've got this recessed center area. You've got different flowers all around. This gives you a real nice effect in here. You now have this new lower seating area here. And as before, you've got the lounge off to the side, the entry area, the gangway, the guest services area off over here. You've got the dance club, this lounge over here. I like how there's now these post lights in here. Let's go ahead and go up into the centrum and give a look over everything. Now the stage is going to be the same. Also towards back, I'll go ahead and show the dining room. So even though it's the same design, I'll go ahead and show you what I had to change to make the stairs fit. So I was talking earlier, I had to make some changes to get these stairs to fit back here. So if you look in the dining room, you can see I have to add this hump into here. Before, the dining room wall was all the way out to here, but now I had to bring it back so that way the staircase could fit behind it. So again, if you've seen the Cadence video, you can tell it's pretty much the same design. Just go ahead and head out. Now the only other thing that's really changed are the staterooms have changed a little bit. So I'll go ahead and show here. Now on this aft centrum you can see there's now a wall and some doors. So on actual cruise ships, they do close off the rooms when you first board the ship, so that way the housekeeping staff can clean them. So I've now added a sort of barrier to do that. I'll go ahead and show one of the rooms real quick. It's now the same style room that's on the Onyx. You've got the redstone lighting, and you have the couch and beds in here, whereas on the Cadence there was only the beds and the same bathroom. So it's pretty much the same stateroom you get on the Onyx. This ship basically has the Onyx class updates to the Cadence class ship. Since it's a slightly larger ship, it's nice to have the larger ship and still have those upgrades to it. Just go ahead and come outside one last time. Actually make it dark real quick so you can see what it looks like at night. I'll go ahead and show you one thing I overlooked. On the Onyx tour, I went ahead and told you about the marker lights on the front of the ship, so I'll go ahead and show those real quick. You can see here's what I was talking about, these marker lights. You can see you've got the green light, but it keeps it nice and dark, so that way the bridge doesn't have any unwanted light. So I'll go ahead and finish the tour here. Now, I know there is a lot of parts of the ship I went ahead and skipped over, but it's all the same as the Cadence class ship, so I don't want to take too much time. If you do want to see what the rest of it looks like, go ahead and check out my GTS Cadence tour. So, until then, I've got a new ship under construction right now. It's probably going to be a while until that's ready, so in the meantime I'll probably give you some updates on that ship, as well as go and give some tours of some of the crew areas of these ships that I haven't done in the tours, and give some of the behind the scenes look at some of these ships to fill the time. But until then, thank you for watching.